Hey, what's good, Game of Thrones fans? This is the Confire Crew, and we're here to talk about the trailer for Game of Thrones. Finally, it is upon us, and we've got a few favorite moments. Looks like 5 favorite moments to be exact that we're going to talk about in this video. I'm Confire Rich.
I'm Confire Nate, and yeah, it's hard to just talk about 5 little moments, but we're gonna talk about 5 moments, and eventually we're gonna do some more videos, a little bit more stuff about this. But my first moment that I want to talk about is the fact that we get to see Sansa safe. Okay, and you might say, what are you talking about? Well, you see her; she's got the coat over her. She obviously looks like she's somewhere other than running around trying to be, escaping up there in the snow. She's obviously, I don't think she's back at Winterfell, so she looks like she might be in a good place. Now, you can speculate where, but I think that's a good sign. We know that she's definitely getting away from the crap that she had to deal with last season.
Yeah, finally, I'm thankful for that because Sansa needs a daggone break, even if it's for a few days. She hasn't, we talk about her being safe, she really hasn't been safe in a safe place where people actually care for her since the beginning of Game of Thrones, before the king come. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
so if this is true, like that's good. Sansa's a major part of this, and she's been dealt a raw hand for quite a while. Moving on to favorite moment number 2, and that is Cerse with her zombie mountain, Franken Mountain, whatever you want to call this dude, is when those, the sparrows, people come to him and he's like, it's going to be violence if you don't tell your man to stand down. And she's just like, I choose violence. And it's funny because if you look at this clip right here, you look at this scene, the dude behind him is nervous than a mug. And he about to get towed up by this guy. That has me hyped.
Yeah, no, it's like you knew when you were introduced to the reanimated version of the mountain last season at the end that you were like, you almost saw it when he was carrying Cersei away, like the wheels are turning, like I'm gonna get my vengeance, like I now have a tool to get this vengeance. And I don't know, but I feel like we're gonna have some serious zombie mountain smash moments, Hulk smash, going in there just doing some damage to some guys, and I'm excited about that. The next moment for me was, it was interesting because you really have to really pay attention. But there's a few images where I know they've talked about this before, is that the possibility and almost a confirmation of the flashback of the Tower of Joy. Now, I'm not going to get into that because if you're a Game of Thrones fan, you know what this is. If not, you can look it up. But I feel like we are starting to see that that's definitely going to happen. There's a scene where it looks like it could be a young Ned Stark and some of his people, including Howland Reed. And then there's a fighting moment where if you see, there's this guy. First off, it looks awesome because the dude is decked out in armor and he's wielding 2 swords. But on his chest, on the crest that's on the middle of his chest is of Targaryen crest. So you're thinking, wait a minute, Targaryens, they're gone. All that's really left right now is Dany and just other people, who knows. But the fact that's kind of funny about that is that this definitely has to be a flashback. This has to be before. That would make sense for the people who are guarding the Tower of Joy to be Targaryen. We also know that there's 3 really awesome knights there, and that this is going to be an awesome battle. And just seeing these little moments got me excited. I can't wait for that particular thing.
Yeah, knowing what is going to come from that scene, and you can see it when this looks like Ned Stark pulling out the sword. It's the same environment where you have the Targaryen guys. So, I mean, you know what's about to go down there. And if they do this fight justice, we're in for a treat. And Game of Thrones never disappoints, especially when it comes to their fights. So it's going to be an awesome scene. Favorite moment number 4, this is Euron Greyjoy and the significant role that we believe that he may be playing in this upcoming season. I mean, you see him here getting baptized and stuff like that, where who knows what his story arc is, but for him to be featured in this trailer, awesome things are going to be happening from the Ironborn.
Yeah, I mean, Euron Greyjoy, he, they skipped over the whole, the Greyjoy, all the stuff that was going on with him, because it kind of plays a part, like it's going on during the time that we've already seen, but they've, some people speculated they were going to cut it out completely, but they didn't. They wanted to wait till this season. I think it's a big deal. I think it's going to play a huge part into the series, and I think Euron Greyjoy is going to be a really cool character. We knew that they had casted him, so we knew for sure he was going to be in it. I'm really excited to see him. I like the fact that they showed him. They just showed him a little bit, not a whole like, hey, stop, take a look at this guy. But they made two special little clips that you really had to stop and pause to see of him. But I'm excited to see what he's going to do, and that's really exciting for me. The final moment, number 5, which is the best moment of all of it, and I think everyone will agree, is the constant Jon Snow in this trailer. Okay, you're like, Jon Snow, he's dead. Yeah, he's dead, but the dude had more time in this trailer than anybody else. Okay, it started out Jon Snow dead in the laying in the snow. And then there were scenes of Jon Snow's body laying dead, and then it looked like one of his brothers closing his eyes or putting his hand on his face. And then again, Jon Snow in the background laying dead in there. And then it ends with you see Sir Davos looking like he's going to pull a sword out, and he grabs basically Ironclaw, pulls the sword out. And I don't know if he's protecting Jon Snow's body. I don't know. But if you stop and you pause it right at the end, in which I think we got this image, you see Jon Snow's body laying there. You see Ghost all kind of around him, kind of wrapped up on him, kind of like an animal would do to his owner if his owner was sick or something like that, or dead in this case. But I mean, come on, dude. If you don't think Jon Snow's not dead, you're crazy. Okay? Just plain and simple. They might as well be just, it's the biggest secret that's not a secret out there.
They might as well just go ahead and tell us. It's a foregone conclusion that the man's coming back. Why spend so much time on somebody that's dead, that's not relevant to the story anymore? I mean, how many people have died in this show? How many big people have died in this show? And they're not going to do a trailer just showing his body over and over again. We know he's coming back, and there's some other things that happen in this trailer we're not going to talk about right now. It's going to be up for another video we got coming up, which is what we want to see from season 6 that would just take it to epic proportions. And there's something that happens in this trailer that really leads to that, and but we're going to save that. But hey guys, those are kind of our favorite moments. What did you think, man? There was so much good stuff in this trailer. We've been waiting for it for so long. Let us know in the comment section below what you like most from this trailer. Like the video if you like the video, and guys, subscribe if you want to see more Game of Thrones content, because we got a lot coming your way. And until next time, guys, we're out.
See ya.